Your foot plays an important role in running, and runners need to pay attention to understand the root cause of their foot problems, pain, and discomfort. Your feet carries a lot of weight and can be impacted by your fitness or your runs. So why do your feet hurt when you run? You could be experiencing plantar fasciitis, which is a common cause of heel pain in runners. And plantar fasciitis is the inflammation of the thick band of tissue that connects your toe to the heel bone. And plantar fasciitis is the shock absorber. So it means that it actually protects the bottom heel of your foot. And bad running form can actually cause plantar fasciitis. And if you are experiencing heel pain after that run, then you want to rest, ice, stretch, and improve your running form to relieve those symptoms. And stress fracture is just a small crack in the bone or severe bruising within the bone. And most stress fractures are caused by overusing or repetitive activity. It could also be caused by running on asphalt, on trails, or a sudden change or increased activity such as exercise. In runners, stress fractures are common in the heel or the ankle joint. Therefore, it can be caused by overload or insufficient support in that heel area. Or you could be suffering from nerve pain from that big toe or that first toe if you run on the balls of your feet. Or if your shoes in that toe box area are too narrow. You could be suffering from metatarsalogia, which is pretty much means the inflammation of tissues surrounding your metatarsals, or the 5 long bones in your foot. Now, with this condition, you could be suffering from burning or stabbing sensation, or aching pain under the toes or the ball of the foot. Or you could experience numbness or tingling in the toes. It could hurt while you're flexing your feet. Foot pain could be coming from your toe box of your shoes being too narrow, or the foam of your shoes wearing down. In this case, you may need to be looking at buying yourself a new pair of shoes. Now, you also may be running with the wrong pair of shoes. For each running gait, there are certain shoes that you want to buy that goes with your gait and your running. Like if you are a 4-foot runner or a mid-foot runner, or even there is the minimalist shoes or even shoes with cushion in it. So definitely check your running store to make sure that you are wearing the proper shoes that goes with your running gait. Tight shoelaces can add too much pressure to the foot and irritate the tendons and the ligaments in your foot, and can also lead to numbness in your feet. Having poor foot stability and coordination can lead to irritation or even inflammation. Now, runners that have like the high arch or flat feet, this could also affect your running shoe shape and how you run. Increasing running performance too soon can lead to foot pain. This is why you want to make sure that you are progressing slowly so that you do not end up with an injury. Now, some runners can end up with a corn on their foot. Now, corn is a painful lump on your toes, and this can be caused by too much rubbing or pressure on your foot from tight shoes. Now, some runners, especially marathon runners, could get a black toenails, and that is caused by toes rubbing too much on the top or the front of your shoes. And this can be caused by running with too small of shoes. So therefore, definitely make sure that you are running in the correct shoe sizes, because each brand of shoes will cause you to have to go with different sizes, because not all shoes and brands are created equally. Bursitis is a sac of fluids that forms around your joints called bursa, and this is because it becomes inflamed and it can be very painful.
Now it tends to form in the heel of your foot or your toes. Now bunions is a bony bump that forms at the base of your toes. And it occurs when some of the bones in front of your foot moves out of place. It causes the tip of your bigger toes to get pulled to your smaller toes. It forces the joint at your toes to stick out. Now surgery is the only way that you could be able to properly correct your bunions. What to look out for to avoid foot pain? Now you want to be careful if you are running and the pain becomes too painful, or it causes you to change your foot gait and how you run. Avoid overtraining, which could lead to injury. And be sure to change your shoes every 300 to 500 miles.
Be sure to have 2 different running shoes. This allows you to be able to alternate your running shoes between each run. That way, you can help prevent injury as well as avoid foot pain after running. Consider wear orthotics that can help correct your biomedical issues that can cause injury while running. Consider running on soft surfaces like gravel, dirt, or asphalt, and avoid the hard surfaces like cement or concrete. Do toe yoga, where you alternate lifting the big toe opposite from your little toes, and try to do this at least 60 times per day. So gradually increase your volume of running to decrease foot pain by gradually increasing your weekly mileage by 10%. And be sure to take those rest days.
Different ways you could treat your foot pain is by RICE, which is rest, ice, compression, and elevation, or going to a healthcare provider that is definitely has knowledge about working with athletes and their foot pain, like different, either your own family doctor or a podiatrist or athletic trainer. You can go to your physical therapist. You can use massage, exercise, and stretching. Taking proper measures to prevent foot pain is important. Foot pain could lead to injuries, which will cause you to not to be able to run. So make sure that you take care of yourself and listen to your body so you can keep on running. And you're looking for more tips on to become a stronger runner, continue to check our channel, and we cannot wait to see you on the next video. Until next time, bye-bye.